What is up, hybrid beasts? Hola de Mexico. Why am I speaking Spanish? Why am I in Mexico? What the hell has happened to me? How come I haven't posted in months? First of all, let me just say, if you want like an informative video or even a motivational video, skip this one. This is only going to be a video for the people who actually already have followed my channel and kind of like wanted to know where I've been the last weeks or months, what I've been doing, and what I'm gonna be doing moving forward, okay? So if you're just interested in information, like I said, skip this video. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be putting out videos 5 days a week, and it's gonna be a lot of informational content. You guys are gonna learn a lot, okay? What has actually been happening? Okay, so what happened a little bit ago is actually my mother had some health issues, okay? And it was okay, I was helping her out, like shopping for her and driving her places and stuff or whatever. And then she had like a back operation, okay? So what happened was like, there was a point where like, I would have to do like everything for her, okay? So basically what happened was I got to a point where I couldn't really be consistent with anything, okay, with the business. And if you guys have been following me long enough, you'll know that I have actually like a history of self-sabotage where like, I would start to do well at something, I'd go ahead and sabotage it, whether it's business, fitness, jobs I've had. Like I would always like do really well and then all of a sudden I'd go ahead and sabotage myself, okay? So, like I said, the first thing that I did was like, I can't really run my business the right way and I can't really work out the right way, so I immediately started self-sabotaging. Well, it's so funny that one of the things that happened recently is my mother, who's actually into like Reiki and other forms of spirituality, a friend of hers went to a Ukrainian mentalist who hypnotized her and handled a lot of her problems. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I drove my mother to this appointment. And when my mother came out, she was like a completely different person. Like I truly could not believe the change, okay? And she's like, you need to visit this guy. I'm like, yeah, maybe I do need to visit this guy. Cause like I said, my mother, everybody has issues. And my mother's, in her 70s and she comes out for one session with this dude and like, completely different person. Like issues she'd had her whole life were gone, okay? So I went in there specifically to deal with this self-sabotage, these self-limiting beliefs that I've been having because of like my childhood, stuff that happened, damn 35 years ago, okay? So the funny thing is, I don't really want to talk too much about it because I don't want to like dilute it and make it like cheapen the experience and like, I'm scared that this is going to go away. But the bottom line is I went in there, the guy hypnotized me. It was hard to be hypnotized because I'm one of those people like, don't let them in, don't let them in, don't let them in. Being like, whatever, like a tortured POW, like, like don't let them in, don't let them in, you're in charge. And also, I actually know enough about hypnosis. I'm not a hypnotist, but I know enough about hypnosis. Oh, he's doing this technique, he's doing this technique, he's doing this technique. So the hardest thing for me to do when I went in there was like, you want this, go with it, allow it to happen. The hardest thing was actually going with the hypnosis. So I helped him along. I did everything I could to allow him to hypnotize me. And believe it or not, like I said, I don't want to get too much into it to like damage it, but I came out a completely different person. One session, like just like an hour and a half, and all of my self-limiting beliefs, all my self-sabotage was gone. All the issues I had from my childhood was gone. It was incredible, okay? On top of that, he actually went in and fixed some problems I didn't even know I had, because I would like to say one of the reasons why it worked, aside from me wanting to be hypnotized, was I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly what I wanted him to fix, okay? But also he found like some PTSD issues that I truly did not know that I had, which is funny because like, I'm not one of those guys who like cries himself to sleep. I'm not one of those guys who just loses his shit and starts, swinging or something. So I'm like, well, I don't have any anger issues or anything. I don't have PTSD. Well, there were some issues that like my on again, off again girlfriend for the past 8 years, like kind of like it affected our relationship, okay? So those were gone. Things I didn't know I had were gone, okay? So now I came out of this experience and what I realized was like, like what can I do with this experience? What can I do now? Okay. Because basically the bottom line was I wanted to make sure that my mother was okay. I wanted to make sure that she got through this surgery and, more than the surgery, like everything that happened afterwards, kind of help her with everything she needs. But she started getting stronger like every single day. So now the question is, what am I going to do? And one of the things that like really helped about this transformational experience I had is, I became like really non-reactive emotionally, like really just relaxed and like, this is the situation. Let's look at it with open eyes and let's just go ahead and see, where we're at, where we want to go, how we're going to get there. So I basically knew that I was going to be able to be like 100% consistent. Also my relationship, like I said, with this girl, okay, who actually moved to South America like a year ago. So we've known each other for 8 years. We've been on again, off again. For like the last year, she's been down in Panama. And it's funny because she actually moved to Mexico and recently, like within a few weeks. And she's like, you need to come down to Mexico with me. We'll work on our relationship, we'll work on ourselves, we'll work on your business. And it's like, so basically what happened is like after I had this transformational experience, I was like very open to the idea. I did not want to leave. I knew exactly where I wanted to live in Florida. I knew exactly what kind of house I wanted. I had like a plan for that. But now I'm like, why don't I just go ahead and just take this power that I have, this like superpower to not fuck myself up and just go ahead and apply it. Because, she actually, my girlfriend obviously was part of the reason why we broke up. And she actually fixed a lot of her stuff when she was gone. And now my stuff's fixed. So basically what ended up happening was I was like, I'm not going to like try to kind of half-ass, run my business or whatever, while like I'm basically, like 24/7 trying to help out my mom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just plan stuff. So what ended up happening is yesterday, I actually got on the plane, and that's an adventure in itself. Getting the passport, I had to switch my flight around a million times, all kinds of crazy stuff happened. But on the 4th of July, I flew from Florida to Mexico, got there in the afternoon, and got my first workout in. I did my first meal prep, did my first food shopping in Mexico today, and basically we're gonna stay here in this apartment for at least 6 months, maybe a year, see what we're gonna do. And like I said, basically just gonna work on, like I said, building up the business, building up our relationship. Things have never been better between the two of us because we were both screwed up, but this year apart and this transformational experience I had really helped us. So so basically what's gonna go on is I am going to continue what I was doing before this interruption. I am gonna go 100% into the Hybrid Beast program. The idea of the Hybrid Beast program is basically to take somebody from a dad bod, somebody who's been working out, somebody's been dieting, but the results aren't coming, and give him a really definitive, direct structure where I can get him from the dad bod to like a really shredded beach bod within 6 months, okay? And it's gonna be a lot of one-on-one, okay? There's gonna be like one-on-one call a month for the people in this program. There's going to be daily, there's gonna be a community where you post your stats on your workouts, how you're feeling, whatever, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check that out every day. Once a week, we're gonna look to see if we need to change your diet or not, sooner if we have to, depending upon how it is. But basically, we're just gonna push the workouts and push the diets as hard as we can to keep them sustainable, but to stay on the cutting edge of like as hard as you can without burning out, as hard as you can without dieting yourself to death, to get you, like I said, definitive results that are maintainable after the program, and like I said, get them as quickly as possible in the most direct method. So what I'm doing is something that I wish I did actually years ago when I was 40. If you guys have been around long enough to remember when this channel was called Anaerobics, what I actually did was I was in horrible shape, living in Germany, okay, came back to the United States, and in 4 months, I just got shredded. Okay, and the idea back then in my head was like, well, I'm gonna get in really good shape and I'm gonna build a social media following. Well, the thing is, afterwards, I regretted not having like documented the journey. Okay, I was like, man, I should have just showed, my updates the whole time and, basically just like, gotten a whole bunch of people to see the process. And I always said, like, I should have done that. Okay, so that's basically what I'm gonna do now is, this morning, like I said, I had what's called an assessment workout. Basically, I just went to the gym and did a set of like, pull-ups, dips, bodyweight squats, hanging leg raises, etc. Not a workout. Basically, I just maxed out on like all these exercises just to see where I'm at. And I'm going to use this just like what I would do with a person I'm working with, in the program. I'm gonna go ahead and create my workout, okay, based upon that. And I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna document this. So expect, like I said, weekly check-ins to see where I'm at, weight, waist measurement or body fat, see where my workouts are. If you're interested, definitely follow me on the Hybrid Beast program on Instagram. Okay, I already this morning started like literally my walk to the gym in the morning. I just did my first workout. So like I said, I got some stuff in there. I'm gonna have reels in Instagram daily. There's gonna be a lot of like short form informational content, but I'm also going to be showing, like I said, documenting the journey on YouTube. Okay, so definitely subscribe here, sign up for notifications. Definitely follow me on Instagram because those are the two big things that I'm going to be doing. What's up with like the other programs? My raw strength and muscle workout, I'm still gonna have links to it down below. It's basically it's just a one-off program, like you just get it and you figure it out yourself, watch the videos, read everything, you just create your own workout and stuff. I think that the raw strength and muscle weighted calisthenics program is like the best out there. It's just not just for like calisthenics and weighted calisthenics, but just in general, it shows you exactly how to like set up your workout, how to progress with your workout, how to make things easier, how to make things harder. You could literally progress for years with this one thing. And the same thing with the raw strength and the low carb cutting and bulking nutrition program. It shows you how to get fat adapted, how to set up your goal body weight, it shows you how to do everything. So like I said, those are still great programs. I'm still gonna have them down, like I said, in the description if you guys wanna jump on them. But in terms of like the future of, myself and my business and my training, it's really gonna be the Hybrid Beast program. So like I said, definitely follow me on Instagram, Hybrid Beast program. Definitely follow me here, sign up for notifications. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them down below. Aside from that, it's going to be business as usual. Still getting up at 4:46 in the morning, still hitting the gym at 6 in the morning. I'm still gonna be on my hybrid keto diet. I'm gonna show you how I change the diet as I go along, how I change the workout as I go along. I definitely want you guys to follow along this transformation, because like I said, I definitely wish I had done that back when I was 39, getting ready for my 40th birthday, got shredded in 4 months, regretted not documenting it, and I'm going to not make the same mistake this time, okay? So, like I said, questions, comments down below, anything you want me to cover in the future, and follow me on Instagram. Aside from that, thank you guys. Welcome back, or I guess welcome me back. And like I said, I'll see you guys in the next video.